I'm Robert Marshall. We farm as Kincraigie Farms in partnership with my father and my uncle, Lumphanan out in West Aberdeenshire. And we're currently sitting on a Findrick estate, which is with 10 and 650 acres. Our outwintering system up till now has been quite traditional in the fact that we've just stripped graze. So we try to avoid ploughing and burn off grass and then come in with a moor drill and slot seed it. Once it germinates, we apply fertiliser to it. Traditionally been stubble, Neeps, Forage, rape mixes. This year we've tried something a bit different and we've ventured into bale grazing after last year's wet weather, where we just made quite a lot of mess coming in and out with trailers. So if the weather turns, it doesn't just make a huge difference once they're onto it. You see here today there was about 8 inches of snow here 2 days ago. They just dig their way down. They've got silage. They haven't eaten any more silage in this weather than they did usually, which has surprised me really, because they're just young heifers calving it too. If it gets really bad, worst case, we'd have to bring in some additional bales with a trailer or something, but we tend to find that the cattle are quite adaptable to it. The benefits of having these young cattle outside is that we're trying to outwinter them as mature cows, so if they can't hack it now, we probably don't want them in the system as they get bigger. We're also trying to reduce our mature cow size, but I don't want to buy little genetics. So by calving it too and outwintering them, we're simply just stunting the growth of these big animals. And so far it's working. We've been getting our cow weight well below 750, I think, on an average. If I get to 680, I'd be comfortable with that. To transition the young stock onto it, we've got a field next door which was grass, which had been grazed but had a little bit on it. So we turned them onto it, and they had an area with the 3 bales for a starting a crop, and we just let them eat away at it until the rings and everything was empty. Then we started shifting the fence. They were quite slow to come onto the Neeps. They were yellow Neeps, probably a wee bit bitter. We would just the weather was kind, so we were able to be a bit hard on them with what we gave them, and then now that they've acquired their taste for them, they're away. So to establish the mixed brassica crops in here, we burnt them off with glyphosate. Aim is to be sowing within 5 days. That didn't happen due to weather and other commitments. It was probably nearer 2 weeks before we got this one sown, but we slot seeded it, and then once it started to germinate, we applied fertiliser to it, a good feeding fertiliser, and then come in with a weed spray to tidy up, applied more nitrogen to keep it going, and then it had a late fungicide just to keep a bit of rot off from the Neeps. Being part of the Deeside Monofarm group, I suppose it allows you to bounce ideas off, but with the bale grazing, it probably just gave us the confidence to take the step and plunge and have a go, because there was Duncan who'd done it a few years and somebody else, and there was somebody you could ask, how far apart should we leave the bales? How many bales should we have in? What if we don't have enough bales? What if we have too many bales? All very basic questions. And 99 times out of 100, the answers were as basic as, you don't have enough bales, give them more. If you have too many bales, take some away or add stock. And it just, yeah. People to bounce things off, different ideas. We've all got the same goal at the end, which is to make the best of the livestock and make the best of our farms. We're all producing different things to different end markets, but the common goal is to do it in the best and most efficient way possible. And by picking in everybody's different systems and different bits, it's amazing how you can tweak your own. Year 1 is the hardest with heifers. It takes a little while to get them. They'll eat the leaves and the stalk's not bad, but if there's a bulb of some sort, it's very difficult to get them sometimes to transition properly onto it. It's almost better if you have maybe a half dozen cows to throw in with them or something, just to show them how to do it. But year 2, 3, moving onwards, the cows that you don't need anything with the cows. You just let them in and they're away, and they will graze it to the absolute root. They'll almost pull the roots out and eat them. They leave nothing behind.